we've got for you Chua against Yapp.
Yeah, we've seen these guys now. This is day 8. I don't know if you noticed it right there with the lag. Did you see anything different that I noticed to it? Don't recall him pulling it out yet, though, right?
Yesterday,
he did.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Jason was sat here. Me and Scott were in comms, and Shaw brought it to our attention.
Well, I guess I just didn't have one of his matches.
Saying he's trying to get used to it. It's funny how certain players have to get used to things, and then, if you look at somebody like Jason Shaw, I just feel like he can not get any cue stick.
When I played, and of course my cues, I tried to keep them, stiff. I'd say before carbon came along, I wouldn't say it was like super low deflection, but stiff. And I never really had that much trouble changing. The good players change easier because their technique and their fundamental is so good. I just don't think they let it vary that much.
Yeah, I'm with you there, JJ.
Yeah, we saw a scratch from a very similar shot in a crucial moment for Tyler Steyer. Big match. I think it was to end like day 4 or something like that. All right, he's got to get kind of short side position here. He's come in really tight, which is smart. That way you can just evaluate from where you land. Looks pretty ideal, though, overall.
You can see the table in the background. Neuhausen is up against Capito. You're just going to see quality match after quality match now. The guys who have handled this format, the big league format, I mean, all the players left have played 24 matches in 7 days.
A race to 5 becomes very magnified. All right, nice little out here to start for Aloysius Yapp. Wonder how But I think it's going to be some long balls that separate a few today. And that's not the best feeling there. Just got a little quick with it. You could see a little short. Watch out for the upper right corner as well. That was a little tentative. Could pocket the 2 at the same time. All right, so Chua's going to get a very good look. He can cue the ball nicely, has a little angle. Looks like a high ball going one rail by the 7. More aggressive, more pure stroke there. Yeah, a little light from nowhere. No, a hair of a concern with the 7, 8, 9 there, but the way the cue ball was opening up, really shouldn't have been too much worry. That'll settle him a little bit.
Yeah, table 2 is now tied. Yeah, still no sign of Francisco Sanchez Ruiz. He doesn't play 3rd until on table 2, and maybe he feels like he's hit enough balls this week. Spinning the cue ball around 3 rails. This has got to go some.
I tell you, grind has been a popular word here this last 7 days or so, and kind of feel like a grind here in this first rack for Chua anyways. Off that opening break, I'm sure he recognized what went wrong. Yeah, much better there. Straight back and forth and going to get a nice reward. It was day 1 and 2 where there was a little variance at times, but past that, he's been awesome at it. Wants this to bounce a little bit. It's touchy, let's say, where he can just open this up with a little left spin.
Yeah, yesterday when these two met, it was Chua who got the better of Yapp. Went down to the final rack, 5-4 to Chua.
Yeah, can he kill this? Is he going into the 9 softly? Oh, that's a nice shot.
Like so. These two have traded places at the top spot for days.
Does that really well anyways, but I think he had to step out of the venue because he was getting too warm practicing, going to cool off. So now they've each had a break they would like to have back. Just wasn't a good connection.
Choosing to go up to the top rail. If this is the first time you've ever watched 9-ball pool, well, A, where have you been?
Get the one past the side if you can. That way you don't leave the jump. Yeah, no reason to end up short there. Zero reason to end up short.
Yeah, worst case, that one has got to go past the middle.
Almost ended my golfing career. You want to call it a career? But yeah, I think that's a pretty big mistake right there from Yapp, and maybe Chua trying to get too much on that first shot. There's a 3-9 combination there. You don't have to worry about the 8 and the 4. That's our gift shop lady in the stands over there, sweating the pool. I thought the 3 passed the 6.
Trying to break a ball out here, isn't it? Yeah, he was trying to get the hook and move the 8 or the 4, more likely the 8. Wow, how sweet did he hit that? The side pocket never moves.
On the 9.
Yeah, Hill, right? I think it was against Chua.
Yeah, it sure was. Just got a feeling like maybe the climate in here is going to change. Like maybe I feel a little air more than heat.
When I walked in at 10 a.m., I thought, what is going on in here?
Well, if the 7 doesn't go, he didn't get that great on the combo because he was kind of shaping up the combo prior to shooting the 6.
They're definitely playing quicker than the match tables, aren't they?
Yeah, and these players have put in a lot of practice time, so kind of wonder why, but there's definitely a difference. Yeah, I mean, if it's just a hair looser, it'll show that quickly. I mean, each day will get considerably slower. Because the players are so on top of that kind of stuff, we might have heard that. I think it's more like the air. Maybe it's hitting. I felt like with one win that qualified him into the Final Four. I think kind of felt that way, just kind of glancing at it this morning.
We're talking about Chua.
Yeah,
Chua's on 18, so Chua's 4 points rather, in front of 4th spot.
Yeah, and only playing 5 here in this 6-man round robin. What a nice layout here. Some work from the 4 to the 5. He'll stun out to the middle. Liked it enough to come in tight. Little stretch here, but shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, it may not be the time to try and come out with an innovative bridge, right? The extensions are used so often.
Long enough. I know you use a longer shaft on the cue stick, Jared.
Yeah, I use a 30-inch. He wants this to go a little bit, but I've done that for a long time. Standard butt 30-inch jab.
Well, pull cue would be 58 inches if you bought it from the shop, right?
That's correct. 29 each.
Yeah, I feel like the snooker cues are 57 inch. A few of them might have gone to 58, but that would seem to be standard when you buy it off the shelf. Chua's looking good. He's looked great all week, to be fair. Even if you've, I don't want to say scraped through to the final six, but, you know, players' mindsets that have dipped up and down, today's the day.
Just getting a nice rack here or there, even if he doesn't win the match, could really do a lot for him. Not only that, the break shot could do a lot for him just getting some strokes in with more matches to play. Yeah, close quarters, nice little angle. He can draw up the side cushion.
Well, he's got an interesting shot. Bit of a cutback long pot. And he nailed it. Yeah, day 8.
Yapp should get out here. Does keep himself in the match. Looks a hair tentative with it. Just a little.
Still going to knock these in. Yep, 4-2. We know how quick these matches can. Chua's lost 77. Capito has lost 75. Rack difference is 28-29. That's how close these two have been.
Maybe he feels like he's got a better chance to pocket the 7 somehow.
It didn't look big enough, the pocket, just where the brown 7 was sat.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. Now Yapp again. Not only kind of creeping back in this match, this opener, but gets to get the arm a little more loose, gets to shoot him a few more shots.
Yeah, the 3's just floating, fans in the middle. Now he's back where he belongs. But easy shot on his blue too, but the 9 is kind of near the middle pocket. I don't know if he's sizing something up here.
Yeah, not the easiest of safeties for Capito overall either. The 9's kind of impeding a lot of movement with the cue ball or the 2 ball. I'm not sure if he was really trying to get at the 9. I feel like if he was, he would have made better contact with it. Morris has got to shoot here, try and get his arm going. A little more confident strike there, even though the cue ball a hair short. Still okay.
A couple of racks, back to back. Karen Wilson beat Judd Trump. We've seen Judd Trump have a go at a few of the 9-ball tournaments.
Yeah, that's much more the break-off he's wanting. Maybe not the total result, but he's got control.
Chance for the point here. 4 balls to go. It will be Chua against Neuhausen. So if Robbie gets the job done here, well, Neuhausen's going to have to wait for Chua.
What an amazing jump shot that was there.
Yeah, and to take top spot back from Chua. Yep, 5-1 over Neuhausen. And that does a favour for Shaw and Yapp, because Neuhausen, he's tied with them 2 players on 14 points. Here's a look. with the Chua jump shot.
Brilliant. Little different dynamic today, so a little more mental stamina and strength required, I think.
Well, from the position Chua was in when he come to the table.
He might come 2 rails inside. I don't know. Just pay attention to not getting queuing over the 8 somehow. Like if you go 1 rail.
But after this 7 ball, well, he's left himself a bit of a shot here, JJ.
Oh, is he just gonna let it go here? Or is he just gonna cinch it?
Yeah, I was thinking, like, I don't mind going forward. Well, I mean, he's done well there. Just took what the table gave him.
Rifled it. Just rifled that ball. This is no hanger, even though fairly straight.
Okay, Chua on the same point, so players are going to start to watch that leaderboard and the matches. The golden is not there, but he's got a shot at the 2. This is the only thing, Jeremy, so if you break and run,
you turn it over.
You turn it over, but basically what that means is because Yapp won the last rack, he got the break.
Yeah, I get it. Nothing easy at all.
Yeah, very true. He's got a couple of combos to deal with. Well, I'll say a couple. If he gets this one right, he won't choose to play on the combo. He'll try and get him behind the pink.
This is one he should feel like he can nestle it up behind the 7. Really comfortable shot. Oh, he's missed it a little bit. He's going to maybe leave a jump onto the 9. Maybe even straight at it.
Yeah, so the idea is cue ball off the pink into the 9 for the win. That was close, Jeremy.
Yeah, this is going to dress up, though, and with a little angle also. I think this is a hair missable thinking about the 5-7. All right, he's gotten real nice here.
The referee keeping an eye on the shirt. Well, Yapp slotted it home to tie it up. He's in here. Wants to, yeah, that's all right. He can come back out, can't he? So, even with a little bit of drama at the end.
Yeah. Can't take anything for granted, though. You talked about the practice table being fast. We haven't hit balls on the main tables, but those pockets are no joke. No miss here, and I think both players will settle in as the day goes on. So Johann Chua keeps winning. Yapp fought back. We'll have a couple of